What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and it is time for all of us Ghost and Glows to enjoy some Ghost Trick. Yeah, Ghost Trick. You remember those guys? Well, they're getting new support in the latest OCG and TCG set, the Battling Chaos. I think this was called either Battling Chaos or Battle of Chaos. I actually would think it would happen. Oh, there. So, no, it's most likely going to be Battle Chaos. Anyway, the next set will have these monsters, this archetype's new support cards in the forms of some monsters, spells, and traps. Very excited about this because I'm actually a fan of Ghost Trick, and I actually do have a skeleton of Ghost Trick stuff. For those who don't know what the Ghost Tricks are, here's a good summary of these spooky monsters. The Ghost Tricks are based off of the haunts and ghouls of Halloween. Also based off of some mystical creatures as well. Um, Although most of the, stuff you hear about mystical creatures um, can be very scary, Konami decided to take advantage of that and make them very, less frightening, very adorable, and super kawaii desu, as weebs will know it. The ghost tricks are split into four sections. They are all classified under dark attribute. There are your rank and level 1 monsters, who are all fiend. We have the rank 2 and level 2 monsters, which are your spellcasters. The rank 3 and level 3 monsters, being zombie. And last but not least is the rank 4 and level 4, which are all fairies. Each of the Ghost Trick sections have their own unique abilities and things that they do to help you win the game or circumvent your victory. One of the big things about them is, of course, their abilities, um, which is also their Achilles heel. They can't be normal summoned unless you control another Ghost Trick. So they have to be set. And with that in told, most of the Ghost Tricks are starting to have abilities to trigger when they are flipped face up by either their owner or their opponent, whether it's manually or through an effect. With that said, most of the Ghost Trick monsters will have ways to counter a lot of situations or help out in situations when needed. There is the level 1s. It falls under Ghost Trick Duelahan as their rank 1. Ghost Trick Jack Frost, Lantern, Spectre, and Mary are your level 1s. For your rank 2, we have the monster Ghost Trick Succubus. Then we have for the levels 1, 2s, Ghost Trick Witch, Ghost Trick Yukiona, Ghost Trick Doll, and then we have and Ghost Trick Fairy. Oh, I forget about her. Ghost Trick Fairy. And then we have for the rank 3 and level 3s, we have rank 3 Ghost Trick Duelahan, Alucard. We have Ghost Trick Gyeonshi, Ghost Trick Mummy, Ghost Trick Skeleton, Ghost Trick um, Yeti, Ghost Trick Ghoul, and Ghost Trick Stein. Oh, I forget about Mr. Stein. And then the last is the rank 4 slash level 4. While we see this pretty lady here, she's actually our first introduction into the level 4s. The only rank 4 that they have, and subsequently their new boss monster, is Ghost Trick. So cute boss. I believe she called Ghost Trick of Mischief in the TCG or no CG. Uh, but in addition to that, we have their first level 4, which is right here. This is Ghost Trick Siren. She's a level 4 dark attribute fairy type monster. 800 attack, 1500 defense. Her effect reads cannot be normal summoned unless you control a Ghost Trick monster. If this card is normal summoned or flip face up, you can send top 2 cards of your deck to graveyard, and then if there is a Ghost Trick card among them, you can apply one of the following effects. Add one Ghost Trick Shadow Trap card from your deck to your hand. Change one effect monster your opponent controls to face down defense position. The second effect is that once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. Ghost Trick Festival. Link 1 Dark Attribute Spellcaster type Link effect monster with 0 attack. Points of its link counters, link markers and counters. Link markers are bottom. And it requires one non-blink Ghost Trick monster. You can also use a face-down Ghost Trick monster you control as material to link summon this card. You only use this card's second effect once per turn. The first effect is that Ghost Trick monsters you control can attack directly while there's a Ghost Trick card in your field spell zone. When your opponent declares an attack, you contribute this card to summon Ghost Trick monster from your deck in face-down defense position. Ghost Trick Shot. Normal spell card. You can only activate the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. Summon one Ghost Trick monster from your hand or graveyard and change. Then you can change one face down Ghost Trick monster you control to face up attack position. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target Ghost Trick Exceed monster you control and attach material with Ghost Trick in its name from your graveyard to it. Then we have Ghost Trick or Treat. Normal trap. You can activate one card with this card's name once per turn. You control a Ghost Trick Link monster or a field spell. You can target one monster your opponent controls. Your opponent may pay 2,000 life points to um, take the effects of this card to becoming set this card face down instead of sitting into graveyard. Otherwise, for this turn, the target selected cannot attack. Its effects are negated and is changed to face down defense position at the end phase. So, yeah, this is some crazy stuff with Ghost Trick. I'm loving a lot of it, honestly. Let's talk about Siren. For the fact that she's able to add spells and trap cards from your deck to your hand by sending Ghost Trick cards to the graveyard is a great way for a lot of things. You can build a lot of variations of Ghost Trick due to the fact that, well, it's a chaos set. So you would expect a lot of the chaos, setup to support this. Also, the fact that both her effects are really good when she does send the cards from the top of the deck to your grave. The ability to add a spell or trap card with Ghost Trick in its name, or to change one of your opponent's effect monsters face down. You have either a quick way of Book of Moon, or you have a really good search. It is your pick. Then, other than that, being a level 4, it gives you access to going into Ghost Trick, um, Spoiled Angel. No, I think she's Angel of Mischief here in TCG. Um, which is also kind of ironic because of her background being a siren. For those who don't know, a siren is basically a female as a body with mermaid-like appendages. She lures her victims in by playing a sonata of songs, and then they crash into their death or they're killed off by the elements of the water. With that being said, I think that's actually quite ironically funny how they legitimately fit Siren in here, and with a lot of the backgrounds of what a Siren is, it holds up pretty well. Then let's move on to their Link monster. Their first Link monster, inside the horrible stats it has. The fact that if you even control a Ghost Trick card in your field zone, you can make all your Ghost Tricks attack directly, can be some pretty nasty things, especially considering all the cool stuff you can combine with this and how Ghost Trick work. There is no negatives to this. I'm actually shocked that it's not a fiend, but it's spellcaster. Given as how the set is going to come in is nothing. Is going to be, the archetype itself when it comes to it. Most of the level ones are ranked, or link ones are all, not link ones, rank ones are all fiend. Here it is that this monster is going to be spellcaster, which still doesn't knock down the peg or two of how awesome it is. Looking at both of its effects, like I said, are really good effects in the fact that you can tribute to such a summon a Ghost Trick monster, or you can continue to play around with your deck and have it attack your opponent directly. So in good combination, you can combine it with cards like Ghost Trick Mansion, to where your monsters are invulnerable to things as well as yourself. You can, you know, pop off with this in a Ghost Trick Monarch deck as long as they are able to still access their extra deck. So I know a lot of the time when Monarchs came out, a lot of it was basically dealing with I want to tribute summon, and then when I tribute summon, all this stuff is gonna go ham. So yeah, that is the thing. And I honestly think this is gonna be a really cool card and a good stable for a Ghost Trick, considering what is attached to it. And of course, this card's artwork is based off of Halloween itself, getting around with your friends and enjoying the spooks, kooks, and hooks of Hallows Eve. Ghost Trick Shot. Talk about a card coming out with its own trick shot, because literally this is a play on the word trick shot. The fact that you're able to set summon a Ghost Trick monster from your hand or graveyard and then change one of your face down Ghost Trick monsters you control to attack position is great. This is a good addition to the deck because the deck itself did not initially have a way to bring monsters to the board. So getting one of these from your hand or graveyard can be helpful, especially when you want to combine forces with things that you definitely need. Which is basically having monsters in your hand, putting monsters into the board, and then putting them face down or face up whenever you need to utilize abilities of cards or stop abilities of cards. So it's really nice to see this actually being a thing to help out Ghost Trick, especially because it's either going to A, banish yourself from the graveyard to give a Ghost Trick exceed monster material so that it can help clear out a lot of situations, or it can use its other effect to basically be a free summon for a float. Um, Legitimately, because all you'll need is a monster in your hand graveyard, and then bam, activate Ghost Trick shot, and then just go ham. I also love the artwork of this card because I believe it is Ghost Trick. It is Ghost Trick Witch. She is playing with Ghost Trick Stein. And I did forget about Stein when I named all of them. Yeah, oh, sad face. No, I did. But yeah, you get another look at all the Ghost Trick monsters all together, yet again, as they do, and just get to see them enjoy the lives of being the spirits of Halloween. Some other monsters in here, but I think it's Ghost Trick Mummy, Spectre, Alucard, Lantern, Yeti, Ghost Trick, Succubus, Ghost Trick, uh, no, not Succubus, Ghost Trick Witch, Ghost Trick Stein, are all featured in this. And Yukiona is also in there as well with Yeti. So, yeah, pretty cool. Just them having some fun. With that said, the only other card to talk about is this amazing thing, Ghost Trick Treat. This is actually a free negation and stop your opponent from attacking. If your opponent decides not to fuck off 2,000 life points, which I'm sure some people are going to do it because lol, or no, I don't need you to stop my combo with this really weird Ghost Trick card. The fact that you can even have either a Link Monster or the Field Spell means I wouldn't be surprised in the future if they did start giving Ghost Trick more support in terms of, effect monsters for the extra deck, or they give them some more support in the main, because like I said, this stuff right now is hitting a good solid 7.5. For the fact that it's something that you can easily play around with, even if the option becomes to set this card face down instead of sending it to the graveyard. So, yeah, it's still otherwise, you get either a reset this card or do some crazy shenanigans. Because, yeah, why not? Or even prep for some crazy shenanigans to avoid crazy shenanigans. And of course, in this card's artwork, we do have Ghost Trick Werewolf. We have the adorable Ghost Trick So Cute Boss and the lovely Ghost Trick Angel. So, Angel of Mischief side. But I don't really care. Either one's fine. And of course, this is based off of Trick or Treat, where, of course, that is the phrase you use for Halloween. So like I said earlier, I love the fact that all four of these cards are coming out. That means my Ghost Trick stuff can get the dusting off. Ghost Trick is a fun archetype, and do I think that it'll be competitive? No, not really. Not all decks have to be competitive, and not all people have to like them and have the strike rating to be competitive. But if you want to get competitive, go ahead. Do your sworn thing. You got your spellcasters. You can make your was it your uh Celine, Queen of Master Magicians, go into your um access code talker or just playing around with your cards face up and face down. So pick and choose. Or you can even combine it with monarchs like they did before and just have monarchs have some really good floats without having to deal with some bullshit. So yeah. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think other than Ghost Trick support. Would you like to see more? What do you think of the current stuff now? And what would you like, like I said, what would you like to see in the future when it comes to it? So with that all said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. Hit the notification bell so you guys are informed of when I do upload more content. You can watch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe, where I stream tons of my favorite video games and more. As well, you can also hit me up on social media with the social media links in the description box below. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.